Hi and welcome back to Toby's Real Skills with Toby. That's me behind the camera. In today's video, guess what? We will talk about those beauties, or this beauty and this beauty on the other side. This beauty in particular is from Gzminjie. I hope I said it correct, I'm sorry for that. But we talk about this 50 watt 5-inch LED off-road light. And when you look at it, there's a lot of LED power in there. And here you look obviously on the final product already, but I'll show you step by step how we did that and how you can also accomplish that. Gzminjie, that's the logo. My installation will be here. You can install it wherever you want to. It doesn't need to be a Jeep, but that's what I picked today and that's where we'll install it. Let's go, what's in the box? As mentioned, we will work with light today, not just any lights. Look at those. Ooh, 5-inch. Just so you get an idea. Comparison to my hand. Here are the dimensions. Comes with a little wire. There's not a lot more, but it comes with some assembling hardware here we'll use, and I'll show you where we'll install them. Because we have two. And it should be installed right there. The question is, how do we accomplish this? I'll be using those brackets. And the bracket itself looks like this. I think it's aluminum, it's very light. And apparently we should reuse the hardware from the car. So all the products I'm using here, of course, you can find also in the description below. That's almost everything. We'll also need some wire. I got 16-gauge wire. I got it in this heat shrink already because I thought it might be just, easier and when you can buy it just off the shelf. So let's see how we're doing with the install and try to lead you through, especially how to connect it. Requirement for this one, by the way, I'm using a Voswitch JL 3 or 400, I believe. So I will connect it to that unit so I can turn it on from inside. There are other ways to do that, but that's the way I'm doing it. So let's take a look. You can see it will be one of those Torx 40. You can use the one from Jeep. In my case, it's Jeep. And we'll loosen them. Here we have them. And I'll also take off this side because I want to have access to the wire, which is coming in and out, just to see where I can get it through, because I think there is a good spot. And therefore I will lose those one as well. Those are way shorter, so you won't be able to mix them up. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. And we can pop it out. And that's how simple it is. Okay, so I'm running all my wire here on this side, where this little beauty is, running in here. I'm going over here. From this side, you can see those big wires back here, taking them all the way over there to this side, coming in here, and then I'll connect to this Voswitch, and I'll connect it in here. If you have something similar, you can connect it as well. If you do not, you can have maybe a switch inside or something in the car, and then you have it fused or whatever, so it connects straight to the battery. Different solutions. I'm using this one. For me, it's the easiest and simplest. There are a lot of videos out there which you can just install this one as well. I'll link one here in the description below as well. And I'm connecting it here. I got my wire already here, as I showed you. So now think about how to mount it. Before I continue, I decided to go with one of those quick connectors, and you can see it has 3. So instead of the 2, which those LEDs require, I have 3, but I'm only using 2. You will see in one of the next videos why I'm doing that, but I'm using positive and negative only of this 3-way connector, but I have this one on one side, which is basically the power source, more protected, so you can, when it's plugged in, you're not feeling that there's power on it, so that's why this one is on here. I'm putting a 3rd wire in here, just storing it for now. And now I have to make space. Everything needs to fit in here and somehow needs to stay in here. So now I have to see how I do put the light on here and have to assemble everything. So let's take a look. So the light will be here, but I cannot screw it in yet because this is open. So I need to determine, this is the other side of the wire. I need to connect that, and then I have to feed a wire which is back here. I have to feed it back in here. So, because I don't want to have it too long, I want to store everything which is long in here. So that's what I'm doing now. Let's put it in. So when we look at this, this is the important stuff. You do not want to scratch your car at all, so there needs to be enough distance. And even if there's a little vibration, you should never touch it. Never. Looks pretty good, I feel like. Oh yeah. Well, that's side number one. Let me do the other side, and then we'll do the wiring. Okay, before we can actually mount this to the car, we need to mount it to this bracket. So the bracket on the side I'm installing it will be mounted like this. This is the front of the car, and it needs to stand up here. So this is what we need. And the installation hardware. So we have a long bolt, we have a short bolt. We do have 2 nuts, we do have 2 washers. First, we need to install, or I would recommend at least to install the short screw here first. So that means we'll use this bracket, which was provided by the manufacturer of those LEDs. So I'll take the bolt first, put it in here because this one cannot rotate. And then this is where we will install it in this bracket. So turn around the bracket. First I will install the washer, then the split washer, and then the nut. I do not have to tighten this as of now. Turn it around. What happens next? We'll install the light bulb or the LED on it. So this is how it will stand on it, right? To do that, I'm using the long bolt. I want to have this side outside because it's somewhat a more beautiful side. I don't know if it is. Then put it through, then use the split washer, this side, and the nut. And what I will do, I will tighten this one down, that it is at least standing up a little bit. So I will use a 13mm here on the bolt side, and I will use a 14mm on the nut side. Let's see. Now it should be already pretty tight, so I can stand it up. Perfect. That's all I wanted to have, because now I can move it around. I have my wire, so here that's what it is. I have my wire over here. I can mount it, it's not falling around. And what I can do already, definitely I can tighten this one down here a little bit more, which is a 14mm. Not too much, just a little bit. And now I can install it on the other side. Nice. And as I mentioned, for me, the installation with the Voswitch gives me the capability of just pressing one button and then whoop, it's illuminating outside. And that's quite nice because I have it right here in my grab handle of Jeep. And obviously you don't need to have this switch here. You can have somewhere just on your dashboard a separate switch. There are plenty of different options out there. I'll link also one in the description below which you could use, which is a flip switch and then connects just to the lights. That's all you need to do. Up to you what you want to do. I wanted to go with this solution. So I think this is pretty rad to have, and then being able to even connect a little bit more. Turn it on, turn it off from inside. That's very important.
to give you a little context in terms of size, 5-inch of those LED lights from Gzminjie. Sorry if I still mispronounce it. Great brand. I feel like I got a good quality product. I hope you like the pictures. I hope you like the footage. And I hope I was able to show you a little bit what this light is capable of, or those two lights actually. And also important to say, when you buy or click on the link and follow that link on Amazon, it's only a pack of one of those. So keep that in mind. You might need 2 if you want to, or 3 or 4, whatever you want to. Not sure if that's the right place to install them. I did the installation today here. And I showed you already I have a third wire, so there might be something coming up with a different product as well. I like them and I think they look great on the Jeep. And I will definitely use them now, and I will definitely lighten up some streets and some terrain. That's what they are for, and I'm really looking forward for all the camping trips and whatnot we've planned for those ones. So stay tuned, there will be coming more. Oh, by the way, and if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the section below. Maybe you would have done differently. I'm always open for recommendation and feedback. Thanks everyone for watching. Cheers!